Assist any and all who seek redress for crime of dastardly and daring. Injustice befell you here. So eager to hear the tale, I should be glad to tell it. With him, the wolf, bold as ever, attempted to steal the finest sword in the collection, the Soboro Sukihiro, in broad daylight. By the kami, but you say he attempted? Fail I. Little did the fool know I had recently employed a new bodyguard, a peerless samurai from the Ringo Mountain. Surely you are fortunate indeed, Master Akebono. But surely this is not the end of it. The wolf burglar has his pride. He is not one to forsake a prize. No doubt that the thief will come for the blade again. Pray permit me to aid your men in protecting this treasure, that we may finally bring this villain to justice. Have spirit, I'll grant you that. You have no need for additional guards. Your Jimbo alone is worth 100 men, if not more. I think you don't underestimate this foe. You try my patience, boy. I have my decision, and I will not suffer it to be questioned further. Find another way to earn the Siki Sugumi's approval. Now then, I have a pressing engagement in Sanjo Hanasachi, which I've been looking forward all week. And I'll be damned if I'm going to let this business with the wolf delay me further. Good night. I fear he has to let his turn of luck lull when I'm doubling the guard or tripling it. If only he would reconsider. If he will not listen to reason, then he must be made to listen to reason. When doubt try again, it's not the most well thought out plan, but lack of anything better. Alright, let us follow Master Kebono to Sanjo Hanasachi, and once more impress upon him the gravity of the situation. Alright, now then, follow Akebono. I was worried about light, but the answer is still no. There's a very short list of people who get to pass, and none of you are on it. Applaud your diligence. I do, but we are here to help. If you would admit us to speak with Master Akebono, then we might convince him to let us stand guard over the Soboro Sukihiro. Ah, so that's your game. Trick the deaf doorman into letting you in, so you can steal Master Akebono's priceless sword. How stupid do you think I am? Really, my mother has told me I'm quite handsome. Really? Quite handsome? I was not aware of that. She has. Maybe if he was in the mood for a Takimokochi? Not today, though. Master Akebono made it quite clear that he would only welcome additional entertainers if they were gecko of surpassing beauty, which you're not, so piss off. That went rather poorly. I suppose we have no choice but to resign ourselves to this outcome. Nay, Shigure, I think not. For I have a plan of surpassing beauty, if I do so myself. Are you acquainted with the Inigeko, perchance? Well, there is an Okia nearby, whose proprietress may have given me a few odd jobs. Wait, what exactly is your plan? All shall become clear in time, my good man. Lead away to this Okia. Most humble greetings to you, founders, fairest maiden. I, Hildibrand, agent of the Inspector Extraordinaire, am given to understand that you are an acquaintance of Shigure here. Okay, I've given the hapless fool a handout or two. Now he shows up on my doorstep in the company of agents inspectors. I can only assume this means he's yet to find honest work. Indeed, much of all our jargon, Shigure is not gainfully employed at present, but that regrettable circumstance is not what brings us to you. Nay, the matter of far greater import, a grave injustice, which must be averted at all costs. To that end, my lady, I would have my close by steadfast assistant in your finest kimono. But a brief time only, you may be assured it shall be returned to you post-haste. Loan you a kimono? Just like that. I'm not sure what mischief you inspectors get up to in your line of work. In ours, a kimono is priceless. No gecko whiff or salt would simply let a stranger parade about town in hers. Not for nothing, at least. Hi, if you are truly in the desperate need of my assistance, then you should be willing to pay for it. Say 70,000 euros in gil. Only 70. Hell, my siblings worth more than that. I gambling problem. Loved the horsebirds. Lost my gil. Yeah, sure. As it may, there is no need to rely upon your generosity. I am more than capable of paying this expense. Nashu, pay the woman. Fine, Inspector, your coin purse is empty. Out of when? You need a fly in the ointment. Man, I would never take the money of it down on his luck youth with no job or skill to speak of. Of course. I wish we could achieve our end without spending a single coin. Oh my god, you're gonna get shaved. Beauty reborn. Oh no, not Shigure. What have you done to me? So hard mages. weird kimono with my text. Never mind the deal. I'm determined to give me this payment enough. Sure. Are you ready, Master? Oh, it's Inspector. Right here, everyone. I'm sure it won't take me much to put these things on yet.
Is this the wheel of the kami?
Yes, it is. I believe I hear them coming. Where? Where are they? Ta-da! Inuyasha, you look incredible. Actually, yes, you do. She looks every bit like the Gecko. I cannot fathom that doormat turning her away. Come, my friend, let us put Nashu's disguise to full proof. Wait, what did you say about the rest of us? But you would have to be blind to dislodge my stalwart ass. That is the lovely Gecko. Gecko, eh? Alright, let's have a look at you. Oh, hello, and where has this lovely lass been hiding? Mr. Akibono is sure to take shine to you. Alright, come and enter, no one else. That's how it worked. Wish me luck. No, it is right to let her go alone. Really, at least Patios or myself should have accompanied her, no? Great, I did tell you it was a plain surpassing beauty, did I not? So, what up here? That's supposed to get hurt. Get what up here, cheerio, what fortune. I may enjoy the company of the finest treasures the world has to offer. Their very presence makes the wine taste that much sweeter. I could not agree more, my lord. Alas, whereas you may lay hands upon your magnificent blade, in vain I struggle to navigate the endless labyrinth. Oh, really? I wish a desire I take, as will you, when my little project is complete. June, come and have a drink with us, come. If you insist, I should be glad to partake. Such a beautiful girl you are, and so skilled dancer as well. You deserve only the best, and the very best you shall have. But you give yourself soul to me. Feed my lord's rather admirable perseverance and roaches upon the obsessive. As I'm sure I have told you 1,000 times before, I should be glad to entertain one and all of the traditional arts. Stubborn as ever, I see. No matter, in due time you will. One way or another. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Beg your pardons, my lord. Nah, shoo, lol. Oh, this is what comes surprise. My lord, did you call for another gecko? Never mind. Come with you. Have a seat. She's hungry. Salutations and greetings, my good sirs. What the fuck is Hildibrand doing there? What is the meaning of this? I please said I would be receiving no taiko mochi this day. Far be it from me to judge a man for his pleasures. My lord, but I fear this is a bridge too far for me. Oh, you Jimbo, lol. Such beauty, such grace. It is in May now, another time, the day after tomorrow. Perhaps after I have had time to recover, but not today. Well, I will, my lord, not break asunder. Pray allow me one dance to convince you. Enough, Yojimbo. Remove this fetching yet belligerent taikomochi from my sight. Lay hands upon a fair maiden. I will do no such thing. Are you defying your master's order? The master who has already paid you an unconscionable sum of money for your services. Accountable master who consorts of lecherous dogs, are you agreed to serve only as the sword's protector, not as the executioner of your whims? Oh, the sword, the sword, the sword. There he is, the wolf. Yojimbo, impossible. At last, a villain reveals himself. Have you now, most wolfish of burglars? The fuck? Just catch the wolf. Don't have to do an intro. I feel so conflicted. You're not a taikomochi. Pity that. Pick me if it isn't this talking statue. Fancy meeting you here. Come to watch me steal the Subro Sekihiro. Well, now, how this goes. You know how this goes. Oh shit, a bomb. Don't let him get away. Halt, fiend. Well, things took a turn for the worse. And he's gone. Yeah, you guys keep just failing this. What happened? There you are, dear. You unharmed. I would be heartbroken if there were ever even a single scratch upon you. Boom. My lord, would do well to take greater care where he places his hands, should he wish to keep them. Confound it, how does he manage to escape every time? Rejoice, my friends, for he has failed in his treatment once more, so he remains safe and sound. Wait, that's... Well, so look what you're holding. Does that look even remotely? Does it? Shit. For the record, I'm not actually bald. Be gone from my sight and do not return until I have found my sword. We almost catched it. We almost got the thief. After we went to all that trouble, he still managed to steal the sub-barrels. I sacrificed my flowing locks for nothing. Do I care increasingly less for Akebono? He is nevertheless a man to be reckoned with. What meager reputation I have will be forfeit if we fail to bring the wolf to justice. We need not pursue him alone. Yojimbo has volunteered his services. Together we may yet redeem ourselves. I think I may know where the thief is headed to. Are you ready, Yojimbo? You look pretty cool. Have we met somewhere before? Of course not. Don't be silly. I think I've met you in the Gold Saucer. Yojimbo, did I meet you in the Gold Saucer, perchance? She was determined to put matters to right, yeah. I believe the wolf has fled to Yangxia. Consider the dagger it took from him in the chaos. Though old and worn, it has been well cared for over years. It is more than just a tool to him, I think, and it is clearly of Doman design. Amazing coincidence, the self-same detail had also caught my eye, I dare say. You have the making of an inspector, Shigure. I shall endeavor to take that as a compliment to Yangxia. I think he's somewhere here. The worst. Have you ever seen anything so full of splendor? But forgive me. We must not lose sight of the matter at hand. How shall we pursue our quarry? It is a very good question, to which currently I have no answer. I do. Oof, oof. What a nice doggy. Daigoro is more than a traveling companion. His sense of smell is unparalleled. Give order over the burglar's dagger that he may track his scent. Brilliant idea, Jim. Yes, indeed. Here, take it. Woof woof. I'll just follow the dog. Oh, he has the scent already. With me. Perhaps fate is conspiring to see us succeed after all. What is Daigoro? Why? Will he go no further? How is it? You remember his, it's like there are namazu about their stink bewilders his senses. Though unfortunately, we know the wolf burglar came this way. Perhaps if we search, we can find some other clue as to his whereabouts. Leave it to me, Shiger. If there are clues to be found in these ruins, my keen inspector's senses shall lead them to them. Wait for me, Inspector. Wait for me. God, there they go again, charging off before we have a chance to discuss our plan of action. Must they always be so reckless? Nothing for it, but to follow suit, I suppose. Why don't you search the area to the northeast? That sounds good. Let's go check that out. What is it? Here? Search this area? All I see are big giant heads. What is the Namazu doing here? Eek. Yes, nursing a rather vicious hangover from a surfeit of tea. Otherwise, none of the worst will wear. 1,000 thanks to you for waking me before I was set on my ravenous beast of thieving bandits. Unless you wouldn't happen to be a thieving bandit, would you? It depends. Have you got a certain priceless sword on you? No, but I'm hunting a thieving bandit or lupin. Lupin, now that I mention it, I have some vague recollection of a traveler with an unusual sword across his back. I was deep in my teacups at the time, but I know what I saw. A drunken Namazu? What is his part in all this? He saw the wolf? What luck? Which way did he go? It's all a bit blur. I doubt my memory will be of any use. My barbels, on the other hand, should do the trick. My dear little friend, you need not strain yourself in your account. We too have ways of finding the fiend. Yes, my keen Namazu sense is telling me. The Wolfberg there went that way. Yes, that way. Which way? We may as well split up again. I would help you, but hang over here. Bye, friends. Have fun hunting the wolf. Yeah, you guys are over there. I'll check where the Namazu pointed. Keep searching. Oh. Interesting. That might be a clue. So the wolf burglar may have went around the building and then went to this side over here. Did you find anything? I found something, have you? Yes, gloves. Gloves, but for lack of other leads, I say let that guy follow his fresh scent. Now that Namazu's gone, he should have no difficulty finding the owner. Woof woof. Sniff, sniff, woof, 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 woof. What news, Jim? We came as soon as we heard the bargain. Now that the Namazu has departed, the girls capable of pursuing Koi once more. Your stalwart comrade found the gloves that may have belonged to him, and so we were about to see where they led us. Woof woof. He's got the scent. Quickly, Badios. We must not lose Stakero. Sure, let's go. Little doggy goes woof woof. He's probably watching us. Oh, he's right there. There he is. We must let him escape this time. Hold, Ronin. You know well how quick he can be. Let us leave his pursuit to one he cannot outrun. Go to girl. Seize the Lupin. Gosh, he's a fast doggy. Alright, there are none faster. Come, we must secure the sword and the teeth. What the heck is that? Oh no, he's distracting the dog. Oh my god. Fetch, boy. Okay, that was funny, that was funny. Fetch, boy. My gosh, he really likes Koban, doesn't he? Oh, we all have our weakness, I suppose. Still, there is no denying that he is a very good dog. How could he possibly have the nerve? You lot really should have thought this through. Or have you already forgotten I've got friends in high places? Montero, to me. Oh no. Flying. There's a bird. Oh my god, it's the ultimate attack. Is it super effective? Super effective. Critical hit. Super effective. KO. Murakami, what have you done, my bird? I don't know. Got you. Trust you, Gray, for I, Hildibrand, Agent of the Career Inspector Extraordinaire, have reclaimed the Subaru Sukiku hero. Yes, it seems we have. Though before we declare it with certainty, I would verify the authenticity of the blade. But of course. Alright, this is no fake. It is indeed a work of art, a masterpiece that could only be treasured. Sobro Soki hero. I just remembered I have urgent business in Kogani, which is well, as it shall afford me the opportunity to return the Subaru to its rightful owner. Pray allow me to do so. Give my word I shall surrender it to no one. I feel like Yojimbo's gonna steal it now. Don't tell me that Yojimbo is gonna steal it, and now we're gonna have to go catch Yojimbo. Seriously? How so lucky we have to have a friend like Jim. Such honorable, a man of men from another mother. Let us quit this place and return to Gugani the wolf. I am sure the Sikizumi have a cell with his name on it. Return to Gugani, let's go. What business have you with the Sikisegumi? We caught a wolf. Wolf? The Lupin who has made mock of me and my brothers? I sure your comrades have successfully captured the notorious wolf. Brought him here that we might surrender him into custody of Sikisegumi. We're glad we are to accept his unexpected bounty. The fiend has been a source of unending consternation for us. My thanks to you all. Pray bring him aside, honored friends. Bloody fools, the lot of you. Blind to the true villain in your midst. So, does this confirm my theory that Yojimbo was the actual burglar? We just gave the sword to the burglar, to Yojimbo, right? We just got played. We just got played, dang it. So let me guess, it was Yojimbo all along. Is it true then? The Wolfburg has been detained. Well done, you must thank for this auspicious turn of events. Hildibrand, Agent Career Inspector, Extraordinaire. Did a brief rebellion to the heel of my customary style and aplomb. Very good, very good. And the Soburo Sukihira, where is it? You mean you don't have it? I thought Yojimbo had returned it to you. Yojimbo, the disrespectful disgrace of a samurai, nay, have seen neither hide nor hair of him. I can only presume that Jim is currently enjoying the play of Dango at the Umeneko tea house before paying Master Kibono a visit. Or perhaps he absconded with the Soburo Sukihiro? This is all a joke to you people, isn't it? Wait, what? Of all stupid, inexplicable, utterly unjustifiable, for what reason could you have possibly, even for a moment, considered it wise to let a single man, and not just any man either, a man I just expelled from my service? Mark me, Ronin, if you fail to deliver that sword, I shall make it the focus of my remaining years that your dreams go unfulfilled. Well, great. Now we have to find Yojimbo. Huh, we certainly can't have that. Which reminds me, Shikiri, you once told me it was your dream to serve alongside us. Is that still not the case? Yes, sir, it is. Good, because in light of your recent accomplishment, I would like nothing more than to induct you into the Sikisegumi. What say you?
would be an honor, sir. Glad to hear it. There are, of course, some few procedures and discussions with my superiors that must come first. But we may attend to them now, if your comrades do not mind waiting. Not at all. We will wait your triumphant return, Shigure. My friends, it is finished. Shigure reborn. Yeah, I would not dare put it in such grandiose terms, but indeed I feel as though I am a changed man. And it is you two who have changed me for the better. 1,000 thanks to you, Inspector Menashu. Though I have only just become a Kisugumi, I have already been given my first assignment. I am to pursue the renegade Yojimbo and recover the Soburo Tsukihiro. Alas, as a new recruit, I have been afforded no additional men or resources to accomplish this task. If I am to succeed, I will need all the help I can get. Say no more, Shigure. I should be glad to give it. I, Hildibrand, Agent Inquiry Inspector Extraordinaire, do hereby re-swear to help you score all creation, from the deepest pit of the 7 hells to the very pinnacle of the heavens, for Jim and the Soburo Tsukihiro. And so our hunt begins again. Wait for me, wait for me, wait for me, wait for me. Alright, well, we're gonna have to try to catch Yojimbo now. Part of me still struggles to believe it. The wolf captured and myself become a Kisugumi. Again, I cannot thank you enough for all you have done for me. What an odd, circuitous path it is that led us to this point. To be honest, the most vexing complication was the loss of my hair. Though now she assures me she is already in the process of procuring a potent tonic to remedy that. Once more, we find ourselves waiting for fate to spur our story forward. Until we have a lead on the Soburo, we can but just enjoy our respite. Freaking Hildibrand. This is the best quest line in the entire game, man. Hildibrand, best character in the entire game. For sure. Now, let's go. Ah, Shigure seems utterly devoid of hair and hope. Oh no, he's bald. He's Shigu bald. Yay, Shigu bald. He's Shigu bald now. He's bald. Oh no. You look well. I pray your adventures have not been too taxing. As for myself, the search for the Soburo as well as Yojimbo continues. Would that I could reclaim even a measure of progress. Ah, Shigure, there you are. We thought that perhaps to find you in Sam, bald man, but I see you are here in company of my stalwart assistant. Bald, you of all people should. Having failed to seize upon new information of value or perhaps even passing relevance, we were in the midst of reconsidering our investigative strategy. But tell me, have you word of Jim and our missing sword? Jim? Who is... yes, Yojimbo. As I was just telling Patios, I have no progress since last we spoke. You seem distressed, Shigure. If you yet pine for your lost locks, then pine no longer, for we have brought you a hair tonic, or preternatural effectiveness. Really? Well, that is actually a very considerate gesture, thank you. Why not try it right now? Aye, the sooner the better, perhaps. I say to meet with Master Hildibrand and his bosom companions, and again, truly, the kami have been kind to me. It is always a pleasure to see a man of the whole horde. But were you bound for Yosa? Why are you here in the Far East? Indeed, I had thought to return home and rejoin my brothers, and to that end I did call upon a local fisherman to secure passage. It was from him that I heard a tale most fascinating which compelled me to stay. A Funayura and Far Eastern variety of front undead had been seen wandering in Iceland's shore. As my previous attempts to recruit fellow zombies had met with failure, I thought why not broaden my criteria and appeal to this ghost in the spirit of a camaraderie. Alas, it is a most elusive quarry. Rather shy, it would seem. I sought to learn more of the Fumayuri by questioning the people of this city, but have been unsuccessful thus far. I see. I realize this is sudden, but in your inquiries, did you hear mention of Jim? Jim? I fear I have heard not of that particular Far Eastern spirit, though to be honest, not all have been willing to entertain my companion, perhaps due to my undead nature. It is plain to hear that, in this world, there remain people prejudiced against the living impaired. The living impaired, okay, makes sense. He is undead. You seek this Jim, Master Hildibrand? If so, I should be glad to help you. Grateful as we would be. It might be wise to change your attire. The people's reluctance to speak with you may be due to your passing resemblance to a certain wolf, until recently terrorized the city. Oh, how careless of me. I shall change into something less conspicuous at once. And it is settled. At first, you must succeed and make inquiries again. Let us split up and speak with the men and women of Kagane. Simply going to ask Jim again? Alright, let's go. Question people around town. Detective Pat on the case. This is like playing Phoenix Wright, right? Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney? No, we're not Ace Attorney. What's that game where you play as like detectives? What's the game where you play like a detective? I forgot its name. Is it like Sherlock Holmes? Or is that a different game? Oh, there's a Keisetsu. Ojimbo, you say? The name does ring a bell. Yes, now I recall the Lupin fellow has asked after him as well. That was some time ago. He's been detained by the Sekisugumi. Not your daughter Jimbo, that is. Not that I can imagine why. He's no criminal. Why, when I told him of how my mother had taken ill, he gave me the koban to purchase her medicine. Without my asking for anything. They say he's done terrible things, but a man like that, no, I refuse to believe it. If there's any justice in this world, he'll be set free. So the kid does not want to tell us about Yojimbo. How the heck do you get up there anyways? There's like a lookout point over there and there's no way to climb that thing. You can't even use your mouth to fly. I don't know. Yeah, Kudon. Talk to him. Let me guess, you are searching for a man named Yojimbo? The Sekisugumi questioned me about him not long ago. If you expect to find him, they will. But I doubt they will receive much help from the populace at present, though. Why, you ask? Surely you've heard the Kugani wolf burglar has been arrested. Despite what the wealthy elite would have you believe, he is no demon deserving of the harshest sentence. If anything, he is the hero of the downtrodden, having shared his spoils with the least among us. If you ask me, the Sekisugumi ought to take a closer look at the merchants he targeted. Akebono in particular has been at the center of many dark rumors. Anyway, in light of the wolf detainment, many are less than willing to aid the Sekisugumi in their activities. And unfortunately, if they suspect you to be working with them, you too may find your overtures rebuffed. Oh, you're also pursuing Yojimbo fellow. The Sekisugumi were asking after him the other day. I'll tell you what I told him. I've never heard of the man. And just between you and me, even if I did know something, I don't know if I would want to tell them. You know the Kugani wolf? The one that they lock away? Rumor has it he intended to inflict upon him terrible punishment for this so-called crime. Madness, I tell you, madness. Every single one of the burglar's victims were among the most notorious scoundrels of the city. Greedy merchants with no scruples whatsoever. What's more, everything he stole he gave to the poor and needy, and yet they decry him a villain? Fools. So, I guess people don't... Great. So he was basically Robin Hood, right? Right? Is that the tale of Robin Hood? Yeah, he was like Robin Hood, stealing from the rich and giving it to the poor. Makes sense. It's Dr. Shigure then. I see, what have you learned? Not much about Yojimbo. Apparently a certain Lupin is rather well loved. I had no idea the plight of the wolf live upon the minds of so many. What exactly did it say? They said that we should release him because he was giving to the poor. A hero of the poor? A criminal who simply gave away his hard-won spoils? This is all quite unexpected. But whatever aspirations they may cast upon his victims, the law is the law. Even disreputable merchants are deserving of fair and equitable treatment. To ignore their plight is to let the mob decide their fate. That said, to hear that some may withhold information and protest is cause for concern. As the man of the Sekisugumi, I cannot help but feel conflicted. If I may, Shigure, it might be best to dress in less conspicuous clothing, at least for the time being. I hate to say it, but that is a sensible suggestion. Surprisingly, perhaps I should make use of my old kimono. It even if I were to do so, my face is already known. They would mark me as the Shikishumi, perhaps even resent my attempts to deceive them. I've got an idea. I'm gonna ask the wolf. If he's so popular with the people, who knows what secrets they've told him. Ask the wolf? If both he and Yojimbo had designs on the Saburo, then it's possible they might know one another. Well done, Nashu. I was but mere moments from reaching the self-same conclusion. Settle then. Let us go and question the prisoner without further delay. Greetings and well met, comrade. If I might have a moment of your time. That we might be as certain whereabouts of the fugitive Yojimbo, we wish to speak with the Kugane wolf. Will you permit us to enter? Certainly, Shigure. If it will aid you in your investigation, follow me. I trust you are enjoying our hospitality. I come bearing questions. Questions, eh? For little old me, you say? Following your arrest, the Ronin Yojimbo absconded the Saburo you stole from Master Akebono. He remains at large. We have reason to believe his sword was his objective all along, given that it was yours as well. I thought you might know something of the man and his motive. Everyone knows that sword's worth a bloody fortune and then some. But finding a buyer for a masterpiece as famous as the Saburo, especially after word of its death has spread far and wide, good luck with that, I say. Why they surely have to avail themselves of the services of certain disreputable folks, with whom I happen to be intimately acquainted. I'd be happy to introduce you, Lord, as soon as you set me free. Absolutely not, that is out of the question. Then we've got nothing more to discuss. Best be on our way. I'm not sure. Let us not be too quick. If the goodly man and woman of Kugane are willing to trust in his good intentions, then perhaps we should as well. An awful lot of people were willing to vouch for his character. If what they say is true, then it would be wrong to see him hanged. I will propose to my superiors that you be temporarily released into our custody for the purposes of our investigation. Should you abide by the terms of our arraignment, you may receive leniency. What say you? I say you've got yourself a deal, buddy. Will they even consider my proposal, though? The deliberations alone may prove time-consuming if they refuse. Remind me, Nashu, do you have that hair tonic on you? I sure do, Inspector. Now's a good time as ever to try it, don't you think? Here you go. Well, far be it from me to refuse. Remember to use the whole bottle, my good man. Pour it over your head until not a single drop remains. I don't trust this. I don't trust this at all. This seems rather wasteful, but if you insist. I feel strange like my scalp owed by the kami. Sugar, are you alright? I heard you shouting. Blinds, there are too many. Turn and flex and shake the back. Oh no, 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 no. Hildibrand. Perfection. Rejoice, my goodly broker, as I Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspect here, have liberated you from your unjust imprisonment. Now, see here, Inspector. Well, that's a pretty cool hairstyle. Huh? What happened? Has the prisoner escaped? No, he's there. Still in his cell, I see. But what in the world was that blinding light? 1,000 pardons. One of the associates was carrying small explosive, one of which detonated unexpectedly. I, of course, bade her take the others outside immediately for safety's sake. I believe that explains that, yes? Right then, if you will excuse me. Yes, of course, very good. Wait, when did Shigeru regrow his hair? Just now. Oh, we managed to escape undetected. I have no idea. I can but pray that our ruse will remain intact. The wolf led the others into the waterways below. We should follow. Was there going to be a dungeon? There might be. We might get a dungeon here, because there's the dungeon entrance. I'd be surprised if we don't go into inside Kogane Castle. Oh, there he is. Been down here before? If so, you must have met my friends already. A contemptible lot. All Kogane's cast-offs. If anyone's heard a peep from your quarry, it'd be them. Come on then, don't be shy. Oh, you're looking well for a rat bastard. Takes a wolf to know a rat, huh? To what do we owe the pleasure, and more importantly, how'd you slip free of the Seikusugumi's noose? With my dashing good looks and my silver tongue, who else? But never you mind that. I need information, Kojo. Do you now? Or is it the Susikugumi at your shoulder, the one asking questions? No need to give the lad a hard time. He did right by me, and I mean to return the favor. You mean you're helping him? Have you gone mad? Huh. Well, even if I have, it's nothing you and yours need to worry your pretty heads over. Give us a hand and we'll get you out of your hair. Wolf's honor. They're not a bad bunch, really. Most tried to make it a living on the straight and narrow. Some even had it in mind to join the Seikusuguми, like you. But were found wanting for this reason or that. When honest work no longer is an option, that leaves the other sort, the dangerous, the disreputable, the dirty. Somebody's gotta do it, so these industrious souls pick up the slack. Maybe they're not the cream you'd prefer to hobnob with, but while you're in their company, I'd ask that you comport yourself with a modicum of civility. I would like to believe I have done just that. You'll forgive me if I've given you any reason to think otherwise. See fast friends, Will. Alright then. We're after a bloke. What goes by the moniker of Yojimbo? Heard tell of the man? Yojimbo? No, can't see any ringing bells. Oh, any of you know a fellow by the name of Yojimbo? Well, there you have it. Might be different if he had a bounty on his head. What'd he do anyway? Piss into Bugyo's rice porridge? Huh, if only. Stole the Subro Sukihiro did. Bugger me, that's a beauty. Wonder why though. Finding a buyer, even through the black market, would be a challenge and a half. And if he'd even put out the word he was looking, he'd have heard about it by now. But to come all this way and leave with nothing. Here, let's not call it a day just yet. Assuming this is Yojimbo, then steal the sword for the challenge. There's only two reasons he'd take it. To sell it, or to keep it. And if it's not about the money, then I doubt this is his first prize, or his last. Ark, my keen inspector sends whispers and speaks of a thieving collector of swords. Yes. There can be no mistake. Right, what he said, I suppose. If he's a collector, then only the best will do, which means his next target might be, oh, I don't know, the Ame no Murakumo? Wait, the Ame no Murakumo, but I thought that was nothing more than a fairy tale. Do you mean to say the fabled sword of El actually exists? I've seen it with my own eyes. You have truly, where? House within the Kojin of the Red's treasures. If that's the case, then it seems to me you ought to continue your search in the Ruby Sea, no? When will be the best place for us to look? In that case, let us brook no further delay and head to the Ruby Sea at once. Oh yeah, I guess we're gonna go hunt for a sword in the Ruby Sea. That's good to know. Back to the Ruby Sea we go. Oh, Shigure, you're here. Yeah, I mean, Murakumo is not only real, but it was brought to bear against you and yours by a kami of unfathomable strength. In any event, we now know where we might search. The Ruby Sea. Before I leave, however, there's a matter of great import to which I must attend. Well, perhaps a great import is something of an overstatement. I speak of the inspector's early advice concerning my garments. I will meet you at the Ruby Pier Ice. After I have changed, pray go on ahead without me, I will insist. Truly, there is no rest for the righteous, or whatever. The term one might use to describe Hildibrand, Hilda, or Maximilian Mandeville. Set for another trip into the glittering westward expanse I know I am. Let's hop aboard the next ferry to the Ruby Price. Wait for Shigure there, as he requested. Come along. Oh, there they are. Oh, are we crossing the sea or what? Oh, Shigure, over here, over here. Okay, that's a pretty sick outfit. By the kami, I thought you were someone else at first. Well, since it was suggested I would wear something other than the garments of the Sekisugumi for a time, I paid a visit to Kogani Dori, portray something completely unlike my usual attire. It's quite the change, but very much for the better, if I do say so myself. I didn't realize you could be so fashionable. Fashionable? Please, Nashu, you give me too much credit. I'll say that get up with Dozori. I don't see that becoming a trend. Not that it matters. We didn't come here to mess about, eh? We've got a collector to catch, assuming he's after the Ame no Murakumo. Then we've got to get to the Isle of Zeki. Any ideas? By air or by underwater passage, eh? Bit of more tricky than I thought. With all the blessing of the Kojin, the latter seems almost impossible. What about the bird of yours, Montaro, was it? After what Inspector did to him, he'll be keeping a wide breath, I reckon, assuming he's even fit to fly. It was a somewhat traumatic experience to all involved, aye. Forgive me my bloodiness, my wolfish compatriot, but it occurs to me that we have yet to a motive for attempting to steal the Soburo from Master Akebono. Did not Koju say that selling such a blade would be extraordinarily difficult? It was not stealing to take back what was stolen. That black-hearted bastard Akebono prized it from the hands of its rightful owner. He was a humble samurai who lived a humble life devoid of most luxuries. A righteous man who never turned his back on those in need. Certainly not a young Lupin who had led Doma during the occupation. The two lived as a father and son with few comforts save each other's company. And then one day a merchant came calling, asking after the samurai's sword, asking him to part with this prized possession. But a sword is a samurai's soul, and he'd sooner die than sell it, even for a fortune. But the merchant, he's not the sort to go quietly into the night. He changes tact and worms his way to the samurai's affairs. Small sums at first, but bigger and bigger. Before he knows it, the samurai owes the merchant a veritable mountain of coin, and so he pledges his blade as collateral. The samurai worked in night to reclaim his honor, but while strong in spirit, he was weak in body. He fell sick, and soon after passed away, leaving his Lupin charge alone in this unjust world. All this time you were only... He left Kugane for a time and returned years later from Yangxia, having learned the ways of the shinobi, that he might honor his adoptive father while helping others as he had helped as a child. Chivalrous guise for personal vendetta. Perhaps more than anything, he yearned to reclaim the samurai's sword, the last surviving memento of their time together, that he might wear it with pride. All this time, Master Akebono was your main objective. When you broke into his shop at the Rakuza district, you were searching for the Soburo. You kept a close eye on him, even as you continued to target other disreputable merchants, that you might drive him to take additional measures to protect the sword, noting that in doing so, he would eventually reveal its location. Then it is settled. The Soburo must be returned to its rightful owner. It's so hard for people to reach the Isle of Zeki. How was Yojimbo planning to get there? That I do not know, but regardless, if he was headed there, someone must have noted his passing. I say we question the parts of Sakazuki, and see if any have observed a traveler resembling Yojimbo of late. the same mind, Shigure. To Sakazuki, post haste. Let's go question the pirates then. Hey, pirates, have you seen a samurai with a dog? Hockey. Let's question Hockey then. Oh, remember, you're looking for more dead men. Real tin samurai with a wide-brimmed hat, oversized getup. Sure like that would not escape my notice, which is to say I'm confident I haven't seen him. Sorry to disappoint you. Well, my friend, thank you for taking the time to speak with us. As I said before, my good, when at first you don't succeed, make inquiries again, let us away. What was that? Lanky samurai with a large hat? As it happens, I spoke with a traveler like that. Had a dog with him, too. Sure enough, he had a mind to head to the Alabazaki. Couldn't imagine why. With the red being as unwelcoming as they are, and there being no place to dock a boat. I told him as much, but he shrugged it off and went on his merry way. Come to think of it, did I see that dog of his not long ago? On the beach below wandering about, I hope he didn't abandon him. Tremendously been helpful. 1,000 thanks to you. Surely the canine in question is Daigoro. We must scatter the others and search for Jim's beloved companion at once. Daigoro, here, Daigoro. Good boy, good boy. Oh, I think I see him over there. Is that the dog? Oh yes, that's the dog. I see it. It's over there. It's looking at us. Maybe he doesn't like us anymore? Now, you've got to give the pup a right incentive is all. Incentive? Surely it can't be that simple. See for yourself. Woof woof. Sniff, woof woof. That's all it takes to win him over. A single Koban. Greedy little thing. Shigure, Daigoro is a good dog, and how he will lead us to his master. Woof woof. This is quite a fix indeed. Woof woof. Hey, what are you doing here? I thought I told it away from me. Hildy. Jim, my good man. I mean, you Rascalin, you've nowhere to run. Cease your shenanigans and request Saburo Sukihiro at once. I will do no such thing. Ever since I was bested by your light, tight-lipped associate over yonder, I yearned for an opportunity to redeem myself. So I set about searching for a stronger source with which I might bring my everything to bear. I thought to reclaim victory with the Ame no Murakumo in hand, but if circumstances demand we settle this here and now, then so be it. Stay your hand, my friend, though I know you only mean well. Securing the sword is a grave responsibility which falls to. I, Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, and will resolve this conflict and reclaim the sword. Prepare to be amazed as Subaru is delivered to my waiting arms. Tekuro, come here. Let Hildy give you a great belly rub. Tekuro, you will do no such thing. What? Betrayed? No, can't be. The inspector does come from a wealthy family, so maybe he smells of money. Until you send her to Subaru, I will give Dedero the most fierce of belly rubs, depriving you of the pleasure. Such is my ultimatum. Oh my god, this is freaking quest sometimes. Dedero, return to me this instant. Oh, fight on it. You win, the sword is yours. I can't believe that actually worked. Inspector Hildibrand's powers of negotiations are most impressive. Oh no. Oh no. You just step on the dog's tail. Wait, where's the Subaru? Right where it belongs. You fiend, return it at once. That's far enough, all of you. Okay, where did they come from? Well, this isn't over. Shigure, what is this I hear about you setting free a notorious fugitive? Explain yourself at once. Well, you see, Inspector Hildibrand and I were in order to track down Yojimbo and Sekiro, we needed enlisted assistance of the wolf. Then we removed him from the gall and temporarily of course, for every intention of returning him to the cell. Oh shit, he ran away. Fuck. We're screwed. And how do you intend to do that when your prisoner has taken flight? Should I charge you with aiding and abetting a criminal in your escape? You're reasonable, you know. Full well that everything Shiro did was to achieve a greater good, to hold the law of the land. We will return with the Subaru and the wolf, I swear to you. I understand you're his friends, but to make an exception would only compound the offense. No man's above the law, not even our own. Alright, let's see. Hildibrand. A miscarriage of injustice to see our Shigure spared away like a common criminal in complete disregard for our extenuating circumstances. It falls to us to find a way to right this wrong, but this is no place to devise a plan to Gugane, my friends. Speaking of Hildibrand and Gugane, alright. Oh, there's Hildibrand. Oh, my good man. I hardly know where to begin. Ever since our return, I have been racking my brain trying to conceive of a means by which we might free Shigure from his predicament, but to no avail. By absconding with the sword, the wolf burglar has done us no favor. And yet I do not think his tale of the samurai and Akebono was a lie. Keen Inspector's sense tells me that the many threads of his tale converging upon a single point not far from now, in which all truth shall be laid bare for all to see. Cool, that's what I like to hear. I agree, I don't think the wolf burglars bad at all. Once the Sisikume realize that they're sure to let the Sigure off the hook, don't you think? I most certainly do. Furthermore, I say that to hasten this most desirous of resolutions, must begin investigating Master Akebono at once. Hold the fort while I'm gone, my stalwart assistant. Yes, sir, Inspector. I don't know what he's about, but I'm sure he'll be brilliant. I suppose this day was bound to come. No matter. Soon there will be nothing in this world beyond my grasp. Interesting. This is awesome. Now then. Oh, should you have something else for me? Like a moth to a flame. But why else would you come, if not? Not sure. shenanigans, yes. Exactly, like a moth to a flame. Where in the world would he be? Oh, it's you, John Snow. You bumped into the Spectre, roaming about, have you? Making his inquiries? Ever since Shigure got detained by the Sekitsume, the Inspector's been busy looking into the affairs of Master Kebono, but to no avail. Never fear, my faithful assistant, I have returned. Your unwavering loyalty to pursuit of honor and justice and a hard-boiled egg is to be commended. I might go so far as to say that in all my years as an inspector, I have known no fan more passionate than you. But speaking of fans, during the course of my investigation into the dark rumors concerning Master Akebono, I received a missive I can presume was penned by one of my many admirers. Gosh, Inspector, even in the Far East you've got yourself a following? I can see that. Certainly. That's interesting. It's definitely not written by Ingen. They don't seem to be good with their Eastern yours and laters. Yes, something of light use who seek the strongest of swords, the Soburo. Know that I have laid claim to this most priceless treasure. If you would make it yours, meet me upon Kugane Ohashi for a duel to end all duels. Sincerely, you know who. Something of light, you say? Why, he must be referring to none other than my humble self, the one and only gentleman of light. I said I would much rather resolve this dispute without resorting to duels and the like. Wait here, my friends, while I go and attempt to reason with this misguided ruffian. I'm pretty sure they wrote warrior, not gentleman. Which probably means they're talking about the pant. What do you think, Inspector? Oh no, it's too late. He already ran off. I should probably go after him. What do you mean he ran out? Why are you still standing there? You should hurry and try to catch him before he does something silly. Well done. Let's run out. Let's go catch up to him. Is that you? As you can see, I seem to have found myself in pickle. And by pickle, I mean the ground. Kunahashi has been escaped, but before I could pass through, I found myself suddenly accosted, then inverted, or in bed thusly by the dear, misguided Jim. The duel must regretfully leave up to you. Kugane Ohashi knocks his elbow. Alright, let's check. Let's go meet him. Yeah, I should probably... Let's go to bed. Too long have I waited for this. The Sorosukiro what brought us together was fate. The Ordain was engaged fierce with a sword. Material will be mine today. Gimlish is here too, over there. I yield. Throw myself upon your boundless mercy and beg forgiveness, please. We meet again, Hildy. Craig, I say, you are a sight for sore eyes. However did you come here to Kugane? The Far East, for that matter. Well, you see, the thing about that is... Say to think that Greg was masquerading as Jim this entire time. Indeed I was. After Patios bested me a second time, I quit Yorza and embarked upon a journey to distant lands, that I might hone my skills in preparation for our inevitable third bout. When I saw you had misread my carefully written words and come in her stead, I felt I had no choice but to remove you from the field forcibly. Pray forgive me my unkindness, Hildy. Now, Greg, there is no need for apologies. Between friends, yet again, I must ask though, how did you come to be here in Kugane as a Ronin of much repute and remarkably thin waist? I know it seems far-fetched, even insulting to your intelligence, but there is a simple, highly satisfying explanation. In my quest to hone my skills and procure more powerful weapons overseas, I neglected budget properly for food and drink, and soon found myself bereft of both. Driven to deathly hunger, I fell to my knees. In that instant looked to my bosom friend, the painted rooster that had offered me companionship in my darkest hour. When dawn broke the following day, I was alone once more. Silver strength restored by the forcefully sacrifice of my comrade, whose body soul I would carry with me ever after. Okay, that kinda explains a little bit. But by grace, I survived for days, and after one day I chanced to cross my path with a stray dog. He too was clearly a victim of slings and arrows. Misfortune in each other, we found kindred spirits, orphans of fate. Thus did I name him Daigoro, and therefore after did we travel alone, working together that we might both live to see another day. When at last arrived in Kugane, I sought of employment as a mercenary to rebuild my misspent savings and resume my search for the strongest of swords. It was true, such adventures that I acquired the Zamanto. In fact, he began to rebuild my reputation as Yojimbo. Naturally, a legendary Ronin must dress to meet the expectation of his clients, so I assembled an outfit that would satisfy those who requested my services. Kageyama was one such client. When I saw the pot, comrades were to be my opponent, though I quickly realized he had not paid me nearly enough, more fool me. Needless to say, the sight of the who bested me twice before was enough to rekindle a competitive spirit within me, and so, When I heard tell of the Soburo, I knew I must claim it in preparation for battle. The rest you know. Truly a riveting tale. And tragic besides, for though I fought with all my strength, yet again was I defeated by the great and powerful warrior of light. As I said to you on the bridge, no more tricks. I have taken my shot and fallen short, so I will cease my shenanigans and instead pledge my complete support to your endeavors, that I might make amends for my misdeeds. You should be glad of it, Greg. Welcome aboard. Let us return to Nashu and share with her the wonderful news. You too, Greg. You're a full-fledged assistant now. Now go to the Rakuza district. Alright, now where do we go? Where to go? Where to go? Nashu's over there. Not you, Greg. Terrible news, everyone. Terrible. Whatever's the matter, Nashu? Shigure has punishment for killing the wolf. He's been sentenced to death by ritual suicide. This is indeed a disturbing development, Hildy. We have no time to spare, my friends. Presuming the wolf is in the wind, our only recourse is to delve deeper into the hidden past of Master Kibono, uncover proof that the sword he claims was stolen was first stolen by he himself. Divide and conquer, agents of inquiry style. Umineko Tea House. Where is it? There it is. Let's ask the Umineko Tea House. Let's ask Byakudan. How did Akibono earn his fortune, you ask? By peddling variety medicinal wares of all manners and purposes. From what I heard, they were all remarkably effective and popular. He still enjoys a reputation as a premier source of alchemical goods. Would I had the coin to afford such luxurious potions? His tad spends in the visit what I earn a month. So glad to speak of Master Kibono to you, albeit lowly with regards to his character as a businessman. Like all who to mercantile prominence, he has been in the center of rumor and intrigue. For every man who sings his praises, there is another who would curse his name. None will deny the efficacy of his medicines, which is to be expected given that he utilizes the finest ingredients from that birthplace of alchemy, Rats at Han. His satisfied customers are beyond counting. On the other hand, one can deny the exorbitant profits he has reaped by tightly controlling the supply of honey ingredients. Absent competition, he is free to dictate prices as he sees fit. Unfortunately, this has led many in desperate need of his miraculous medicines to spend their entire life savings or seek assistance from disreputable moneylenders. His practices are ultimately wholly within the confines of the law, so again, as a businessman, he is to be lauded for his success, but I will say nothing on his morals or ethics, or lack thereof. Speak with Hildibrand. You have to go back there now. Have you the tantalizing tidbits of information to share, my good? Come, out with it. The Mrs. Ecker of Cells are second to none. Can know about his fortune, saw miracle smacks for exorbitant prices. A man who preys on the sick and needy for personal gain, is he? His expected there's far more to Master Kibono than meets the eye. Inspector, we've got to hurry. Shigure's execution is going to be carried out in a moment. If we don't do something. Well, ready? And then there I was hoping we might first conduct a thorough investigation and uncover information, which we might convince them to set the poor man free of that percent land. But there are many roads which lead to just ends. If we must take a shortcut to avert a grave miscarriage of justice, then so be it. Honored brothers, I will not beg your forgiveness. Only pray that by this humble offering of my life, I might absolve the Shikisugumi of the shame I have brought upon it through my misdeeds. What is the meaning of this? That man is an imposter. Seize him at once. Now is your chance to escape. I will do no such thing. I may have lost what little honor was mine in life, but at least I can reclaim it in death. Your honor is yet yours, samurai. You need not cut your belly open this day, Shigure, for you have the Sobro, and the infamous wolf burglar besides. But why? We made a deal, remember? Temporary release, and I am a wolf of my word. Oh, this is the news. Soboro Siku, you're here. You're well. Escort the wolf burglar back to his cell and send a runner to Master Kibono's estate at once. We are far from finished, Shigure. The wolf may be in custody once more, but you must still answer for your reckless actions. Therefore, after further deliberation, I have decided you will conduct a formal investigation into the rumors surrounding Master Kebono and... That will not be necessary indeed. With the return of the wolf, I believe we can consider this tiresome affair resolved. Master Kumode. Wait, I know Mr. Kebono's guest. The one the gecko threw into the wall. Well, surely you must have been mistaken. I have no recollection of any such event, or of you, for that matter. Anyway, as I said before, I believe there is no need for any further investigation. Should you deem otherwise, you are free to proceed. However, such wasteful expenditures may force us to reconsider the resources we allocate you and yours next year. Rest assured, Master Kumode, that we value your counsel deeply and should be glad to defer to your judgments. Shigure, the matter of the Seburo and Master Kebono is now officially closed. That will be all. Yes, that will be all. The heck were those red eyes? Save a man of certain death. Shame that the others seemed to wash their hands with the affair. Not Shigure though. I understand he still has questions for the wolf. Shigure wants answers now, or he wants them eventually. Wow, Shigure, over here. My friends, I cannot thank you enough. Had you not arrived when you had, I would not be standing before you now. You will forgive me for dispensing with further expressions of gratitude. For I have just returned from the Gull, where I spoke with the wolf, who shared with me some rather troubling information. Do not keep us in suspense, my good man. What is it? Not long after we delivered the wolf into custody, Master Kebono stormed into the Gull and began berating the turnkey, demanding that they return the stolen contents of his safe. You may recall that we spoke with Master Kebono concerning this theft shortly after we first met. He was rather secretive regarding said contents at the time, but the wolf said it was an unmarked satchel filled with white powder. Given Master Kebono's reputation as a purveyor of medicines, our chivalrous thief resolved to steal it for the benefit of the poor and needy, as his wont. However, since there was nothing to identify what manner of medicine it was, the wolf decided to hold on to it for safekeeping. Plainly, however, it was no ordinary medicine, for why else would Master Kebono claim her for it so? A keen inspector's sense tingling. Where is this satchel now? In the possession of the men and women of the waterways. They will not admit this, however. unless we give them the proper password, as above, so below. Understood. Let us hasten into their den of inquiry. Quitty. Knew you'd turn up sooner or later. Didn't expect you'd be bringing along another family for your face, though. No matter. I like the cult of his jib. So what are you after this time? A certain satchel containing a certain white powder, which once belonged to a certain mansion. The wolf told me you have it. If he did, then he would have told you the magic words too. Oh yes, of course they are. Soar high above and never go low. What, can we take me? No. This is no time for fun games, Inspector. As above, so below. Oh yeah, that's it. Nothing personal. But we've got to be careful. Damned if I know what it is. But my gut tells me it's nothing. No honest man would keep in a locked safe. That said, a suspicious powder is far from incontrovertible proof of criminal misdeeds. We need to first determine what it is. Any ideas how we might do so? Seek the assistance of a Hunnish alchemist, or someone versed in their alchemical traditions, perhaps someone at the Terrarian consulate. Great minds think alike, for I too reached that conclusion but a moment ago. To the Terrarian consulate, my friends. Here, you can't simply go and bang on the gates of a foreign consulate and expect to... oh, never mind. It is all rather sudden, I realize, but to reiterate, it's of utmost importance that we speak with your superiors. To reiterate, have you allot an appointment or not? Not as such, no. Then my hands they are tied. They are procedure samurais and much paperwork. No exceptions can be made. Under normal circumstances, I would agree, but this is a matter of public safety and welfare. Surely an exception can be made. Ho, young Manderville man. Father. What brings you to the far side of the world? A complex series of events. Too exhaustive for detail, but of greater importance is what brings us to the consulate. You see, we must needs enlist the assistance of a Hunnish alchemist, or one of an encyclopedic knowledge of Hunnish regions. How fortunate, then, that we would chance to meet. I am a representative of the Shart Hut concern of Raj Athan. Sure you know not the name? We trade in all manner of alchemical goods. If your quandary requires the expertise of one versed in such wares, pray permit me to assist you indeed. To be the son of Lord Godward Manderville and his comrades would be an honor most great. That is most generous of you. Far be it from us to refuse. perhaps a change of venue is in order. I say let us not impose upon these hard-working keepers of the peace any longer. This powder is not, it is most fascinating, an ingredient of Hannish origin, it is true, but not one intended for medical purposes. Dangerous purposes, rather, and for this reason its sale is forbidden in the hands of a master alchemist. It could be used to create dew prism. I'm sorry, dew prism? A most powerful drug. A mere thimbleful is enough to befold with the senses, and render even the most strong-willed subjects susceptible to any and all commands. You may be assured this is no exaggeration. Resistance is most arguably quite futile. Undetectable it is, save for the occasional glimmer in the eyes, a changing of the color, fleeting and impossible. By the kami, I have seen such a glimmer before. Oh, are you quite sure it was not a trick of the light? I saw it too. Master Komodo is being manipulated. Well deduced, my faithful assistant, an undying fan, was just about to voice the same conclusion. Well, if what you say is true, then a most terrible crime has been committed, evidence must be gathered, and those responsible must be punished. It all makes sense now. Why else would the thief Count Curator of the Sekisume press so strongly an investigation into a modest merchant? Because he drugged him during their meeting. At last, we have a motive, means, and opportunity. Come, let us put an end to this once and for all. How wonderful it is to see Hildy's infectious enthusiasm. Others to rise to the occasion once more. Well done. Do not let me detain you. Akebono, call on you to come forth and answer for your dastardly deeds. Doesn't seem like anybody's home, does it? Wherever could he possibly be? Huh, that's impossible. Thought you'd seen the last of me, did you? As if I'd content myself with sitting in a gall. I could escape on a whim while you bungled your chance to bring my nemesis to justice. By escaping on someone else's watch, no one can pin the blame on you this time, eh? Which want a repeat of it before? Don't tell me this was your plan all along, to secure my freedom so we could expose Akebono's crimes together. Reclaim the Silboro into Barrigan? Aye, it's no small undertaking, and I knew I'd need all the help I could get. But now that we're all on the same page, let's be on our way. The bastard is bound for the Isle of Beko. Off to meet with a silent partner, I'm told. Capital, if we hurry, perhaps we can beat Akebono to the punch. He may be an idiot, but he's got the right idea. There's no time to waste. Very well, if that is what the winds are blowing, let no one say I don't also blow. Okay. This is a place I'm pretty sure all we have to do is wait. Father? Could it be that the inspector's father is in league with Akebono? I'll be daffle closer. As always, your discretion in these matters is greatly appreciated. As is yours, Mr. Akebono, but no, to no matter at hand. The Dew Prism, it has served you well. Met your expectations, I trust. Exceeded them, I should say. Never in my wildest dream could I have imagined that a drug could be so powerful, so effective. Tasteless, odorless, colorless, the chief concoctor had no idea his drink has been compromised. He has already proven to be a most useful tool in manipulating the Sekisugume, more than worth the regular upkeep to keep him in my trawl. Now that Asukuro Sukihiro is back where it belongs, I can set my sights on much bigger prizes. The Boo Show, perhaps. Magistrate Akebono, why not? Kugani is mine for the taking. You are more right than you know, Mr. Akebono, for I come here to give courtesan Manderville and Manderville. Most illustrious, yours in consortium, of which you have doubtless heard. The resources, considerable, and their influence extends far beyond the borders of Eldernard. But all their wealth pales in comparisons to what I present to you now. As we discussed, Lord Godbert, you'll serve Master Akebono faithfully, without question, will you not? But of course. Kami, for a fact, he's under the influence of Dew Prism. Oh, wait, you fool, now is not the time. Father, it is I, your beloved son, Hildibrand. Hearken to me. These men are villains, you are being deceived. Inspector arrives, as I knew he would. Doubtless your friends are cowering and hiding, just as well. One fell swoop, we shall bring an end to this farce. Call upon yours as most fearsome goldsmith. I call upon the hammer. Go forth and lay waste to these interlopers. Magnificent. Finish them out. Finish everyone. Falls to you, Hildibrand, Hildibrand, Maximilian Menderville. Forgive me, Father, but you know not what you want to do. Manderville. More fodder, more tyranny your brothers. Phew, I'm spent. What happened here? This is all very embarrassing indeed. 1,000 pardons to you all for my rather excessive display of martial prowess. Oh, and it should go without saying, but Menderville and Menderville will be severing all ties of the Sahadrat concern. Rejoice, my friend, for we have reclaimed the Sobra once more. How fortunate that the Jaster Cabona would be so loath to set aside that he would rather bring it with him to a secret rendezvous. Final favor, if you will indulge me, lay it at my father's grave. Right then, I suppose. They'll be wanting to get me back to the goal, regardless of the reasons. Crime is a crime, and mine are many. And an upstanding Sekisugumi like yourself must adhere to a code, no? Indeed I must, which is why it will be much regret that I inform my superiors. I have seen neither hide nor hair of the notorious wolf. Are you sure about this? Not if you ask me again. Go to your father. Shigure has the right of it. You should be the one to bring your father's spirit the comfort and closure it deserves. You're mad, each and every one of you, even the samurai. And I love you all. The more for it. Thank you. Oh my god, the wolf. Goodbye, Mr. Wolf. To hold fast to Aisha's creed, yet recognize when too rigid and adherent would result in a greater injustice. Truly, I am privileged to have witnessed this display of nuanced nobility. Would that like to be a burglar? I might find a measure of peace and mourning of my own dearly departed. Oh, Enkidu, if only you knew how sorry I am. Enkidu, what up? What was it that I ate that fateful day? Fools think you this is the end? I think not. So you belong to me now, Ronan. Now spirit me away from this place. Far, far away. Wahaha. Far, far away, huh? Wahaha. Correct? No? Cease your egress. Beyond the rift that lies between two wondrous worlds yet unseen. Wait, no. How dare you? No, no. This is going to get worse before it gets better. For me, Inspector. Wait, are they going? Where the heck are they going? Where's that portal sending them? Even now she goes into the portal. Where the heck is Hildibrand going now? Oh, there he goes. My beloved son, not content to fly off into the sky as before. This time he elects to take his leave by vanishing into the earth. Brief till our time was together, I cannot deny how much he has grown, both as an inspector and as an extraordinary mandible man. Besides, I say a father could not be more proud. Off goes Lord Cuthbert, along with Akebono. I should thank him for that. Nothing left for us to follow them, but to follow them to Kuganya, I suppose. Are you ready? Yes. Good. Then let us be off. Great. I began to imagine where I would be had I crossed paths with you and your comrades. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for everything. Tsugumi have concluded that even before the chief Carter fell under Akebono's trawl, he willingly and intuitively conspired with the merchant to illicit ends, so he will be held to account. For Akebono and his now defunct enterprise, the Terrarian Consulate has agreed to intercede on behalf of its countrymen to broker a more equitable arrangement between Hunnish suppliers and Hingan merchants. All agree that another monopoly would serve no one's interests. Regardless of their motivations, if their actions put more medicine in the hands of the sick and needy, then I think it's safe to call it a change for the better, don't you? The best part of it is, if you ask me, in light of Akebono's crime, all debts owed to him by those forced to pay his exorbitant price ought to be wiped clean. There was a time when I might not have taught as much. Good and evil, the innocent and the criminal. It all seems so simple in the abstracts, but out here in the real world, life is anything but. When the inspector helped me to understand how naive I was, he taught me to look beyond the appearance of hearsay, and not to be quick to judge a man for his misdeeds. If I am worthy of the Sikiki Segumi, it is because of you and him. Speaking of which, what exactly did become of the Inspector Hildibrand? Do you think he might be ought to do something, conduct a search warrant? Oh, this is regular occurrence, is it? Fair enough. If you are certain that he will turn up eventually, none the worse for wear. I shall take your word for it and strike all away from my mind. Should that fateful day ever come that you and he are reunited once more, I would ask that you give him my best regards. I would say the same for the wolf. I wonder what he's doing now. Keeping watch for the next Akebono, pay his respects to his father. What becomes of a man after death, I do not know, but I should like to believe that his father rests more easily this day. Sigurd, this is no time to dawdle. Your duties are far from finished. Yes, forgive me, right away. I must take my leave, but whenever you are passing through Kugane, I pray you do not hesitate to call on me here at the barracks. Manderville Nambo. There's more cutscenes, alright. I wanted to dance, but that's fine. Hildibrand will return? I hope so. This is the best character in the entire game, that's for sure. Hildibrand is the best thing in the entire game. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. We always need more Hildibrand. Hildibrand is the best thing in the entire game, that's for sure. Alright then. Guess we'll be stopping it here for today. Can we do the Mandarin Mambo? So we'll do the Mambo. This dance is awesome. Yes, Wonderville Mambo. Yeah, that's the best dance in the entire game. Best mode in the entire game right there. That'll be it for the Hildibrand stuff, I guess.